Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be going through some of the ways that I am learning languages. The first way that I learn languages is probably the most popular way at the moment, and that is through apps. So you've got things like Duolingo, Drops, Lingo Deer, dictionary apps. What I like about using apps for learning is it's very on the go, and it means if you've got 5, 10 or 15 minutes in your day, you can make use of those moments to learn. So which app should you use, or should you use all of them? Personally, I alternate between all three of the learning apps, and I will use a dictionary app if I've come across something or if I've suddenly remembered a word and need to know whether I'm saying it correctly or whether it actually exists and I've not just made it up. Films and television. So with films and TVs, you're really testing your listening skills. Granted, you'll have English subtitles at the bottom, but it's a good way to sort of allow yourself to be immersed in the language you're learning. There's also a really cool extension you can put on your Chrome browser, which is learning languages with Netflix. And what that does is it allows you to put the program you're watching, let's say for example watching 10%, which is Call My Agent, brilliant show, and you can put that in French subtitles so it will match what they're saying roundabouts, and then you can also have your English subtitles underneath, so it will allow you to read both languages at the same time. Revolutionary. And you can pause it and then you can hover your mouse over each word and it will tell you what that word means, and it will also give you an audio clip of it. And these are some of my favourite French films. I've also got some Korean films. And in terms of television, Netflix is killing it. These are some of my favourite TV shows. Recently, I've acquired quite a few French language books. And the first one, which is my segue from TV, is Arsène Lupin, Gentleman Cambrioleur. Arsène Lupin, Gentleman Cambrioleur. This is the book that has obviously inspired the new TV show on Netflix. So I'm looking forward to reading this and delving into the source material behind the inspiration of the show. I do also have a couple of other French books. A French translation of Angela Carter's La Compagnie de Loups, which is the Company of Wolves, which is one of the stories in the Bloody Chamber collection. Le Petit Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. Don't know whether I'm saying that correct. It's the first book in the Harry Potter series. It's a familiar story and it's aimed at younger readers, so it's going to be easier for me to get a grasp on the language, the grammar rules and everything like that. The Portrait of Dorian Gray, Le Portrait de Dorian Gray, and this isn't just in French, it's actually a dual language one, which is so handy. So side by side we have the French and the English. Charles Baudelaire's The Flowers of Evil, poetry, side by side. In terms of Korean, I do have, where are you? Han Kang's The Vegetarian. Excusez-moi. Just went to grab my other Korean book and a cup of coffee because, I need some caffeine. The Temperature of Language by Lee Ki-ju. It's non-fiction and it's a book about language in a language I'm trying to learn, so I feel like it just is a necessary read for me at some point. Definitely want to read this as soon as I possibly can, but I think it's more realistic at the moment to say that I'll be reading French books sooner than I'll be reading Korean books. That was the books that I've got. It was almost an impromptu book haul actually. But there is a even easier way to read in your designated language. For example, fashion magazines, Instagram, Wikipedia. So for example, I quite often get get my fix of fashion through Vogue Paris or through Elle. And then if I'm a bit confused about what it's actually saying, because my French obviously isn't that great, Arsène Lupin, gentleman cavalier. You can just click on the top and translate it quickly into English and then translate it back to continue reading. You can probably do this in so many different subjects. You've probably got like politics, history magazines, Instagram. Everyone tells you to get off of social media, but I'm going to actually tell you to get on social media. And the reason why is because you can follow people in your target language. These are some of the people that I follow, and it's a small little dose of your language every single day. Wikipedia. So I quite like just researching random stuff on the internet, like a moment in history, a painting, or movies. And what I've found is a good way to practice your language is to go onto Wikipedia, and then on the left side, I'll probably put it up on screen now, you can click through different languages and it will take you to the language version of that page. Let's say, for example, you want to find out about the French Revolution. You can type that in and then go to the left and you can find out about it in French. But yeah, it's just a handy way of finding about things you want to know about, but practicing your language at the same time. Voila! They were my tips on how to start learning a language the fun way. If you're after some more tips, then leave me a comment down below or like the video so I know you want part 2. All that's left to say is au revoir. See you soon. 난 너를 생각해